What's up, everybody? I'm back, and today I'm doing another story video. Last time I did a video called like history between me and roller coasters. Today I'm doing a video between the history of me and playing sports. Yes, me, 5'9", 220 pounds. Yes, I did one time play sports, and actually I haven't played a sport in a while, but moving. So yeah, I actually did, when I was younger in elementary school, experiment with a lot of wide variety of different sports that I wanted to try, because actually I was kind of interested, maybe some activity to do when I had nothing else to do. Why not? I'll know ahead of time that most of these sports killed my liking for any of the sports in general, whether playing or watching them. It really didn't matter. I hated them all. I've started to like watching sports again, but playing them, no, never again. So let's move on to the first sport I played. Like preschool, no, not preschool, like kindergarten and first grade, I played t-ball / baseball. Now this one, oh boy, this one. I didn't generally like this one because I could never hit the ball. In t-ball, you have the stick, right? You have the stick, and the ball is on the stick, and you just have to hit it, right? Well, I always seem to hit the stick, not hit the actual ball itself, which really fucking sucked. It would still count as a hit, and it would still count as a ground ball, right? But it never fucking got a hit. And then when people started actually pitching to me, I could never hit the fucking ball. So, and we even had this machine, right? It was like this big blue machine that would always throw like an accurate pitch, so you had a better chance of hitting the ball. And that way, they didn't have to throw it and didn't have to worry about that or anything. And we even got to take it home, like train with it and stuff, and it was really cool. I could never hit off of that thing either. And the off chance that I did actually get a hit, it was always a ground out all the time, because the infielders always like to play like all stars whenever I come up the bat, whatever. So then I quit that. Moved on to basketball in the second grade. Basketball for me, again, I could never make a shot. I always got open. I could always get passes. I could always get rebounds. I could never make a shot. I never passed the ball, but we're not going to say that's the reason, because it really wasn't the reason. I never passed the ball. I was always wanting to try and be the big shot, make a shot. Never made a basket in my life. I'd always get wide open, but I would always get wide open on the perimeters. I would never get open underneath the basket where I actually can make the shot. And I never got to actually shoot free throws. I could never draw fouls, which kind of sucked as well. But the only big moment from my basketball career was like later in the season. I was going up for a rebound, right? And I got hit in the air and I fell down. I fell on my leg awkwardly. And I thought I'd sprained it or something, because I couldn't walk on it for a little bit. And eventually it did get better, but I lied and said that it wasn't, so that I could continue, so I could just continue not playing. So that was fun. And then moving on. So I didn't like basketball because I could never make a shot. And everybody always tried to be like tryhards out there, like running around so hard and trying to make your shot. And no, you're not tryhards trying to do that. It always sucked, because they didn't make it fun. Same thing for baseball. They could never make it fun when they were just being big shot tryhards. And people still act like that to this day. All right, those are the same people that tried weed. I don't care. Moving on, I quit basketball and I went to soccer. Soccer for me was another sport that I just didn't like because of the heat. I didn't like it because of the heat. And I also never actually got a chance to score. Unlike baseball and t-ball and basketball, I never actually got a chance to score. I never got a touch on the ball. That same like 2 or 3 people would always get the ball and always try to make a shot. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just play goalie. I always wanted to play goalie. That was my dream when I got to play goalie. Nope. Never got to play goalie. What the fuck? Okay, I never got to play goalie. Really? I never got to play goalie? That fucking sucked. It was always the same person that got to play goalie. And they sucked at it, okay? I don't know who you were, but you sucked at playing goalie. And the people that play tryhards and try to get shots on the ball, you guys sucked too, because we never won a game. And it was always so hot because we play in like 90-degree heat, so we get heat stroke. Because like third graders, he collapsed from heat stroke because we never got enough water in our system. Like, what the hell? So I would always like barely, I had to go with like air conditioning and like hang out in the basement for a long time. And it was just never fun at all. And that killed any liking that I'd ever have with soccer. I never will like soccer again. I don't like it. I never will. Okay, it sucks. And anybody who play it, well, you probably suck too. So let's move on past all of that. I played stuff in like gym class, and I played kickball or tetherball or football. I never really tried my hand at football. I never played hockey either because I couldn't skate. I didn't want to play football because I couldn't exercise. I didn't like exercising for 24 hours a day. And I also didn't like, for skating, I could never skate. That's why I never played hockey. I tried skating a lot, hated it, could never do anything with it. And I still can't skate to this day. Maybe that'll be a funny fail compilation, getting me on an ice rink this winter. We'll see. And then football, I like playing it recreationally in the yard with some friends. I like playing it. You're always sweaty. You're always on this big padding. You're sweaty, and you're working out all the time. That's so annoying. They're working out all the time. Get a life, people. Oh my goodness. But so that's football and hockey out of the way, and then tennis. I'm really good at serving in tennis. I'm really good at serving in volleyball too, but other than that, really not that great at them. Could never really get into them. And then track and field, forget that. I can't run. And then just a few other ones that I never got to try, and never will try. I mean, I tried a wide variety when it came to gym class. I tried dance. That doesn't really count as a sport, but dance kind of sucked. Maybe that'd be its own video. I don't know. But moving on to the sport that actually got me hooked, and that was bowling. And I'll move on to a different video there'll be a whole separate video talking about my stories with bowling, how I got into it, my experiences with it, some information about it. That'll be coming out shortly. But bowling I got into in the 7th grade, and I still like it to this day. I've been playing all the way up until this year. I love it. And it's actually a sport that I was able to get into, get invested in, and wanted to get better in. I met great people. And unlike the other sports, you get hot, and it's intense, and there's some exercising involved with it, but it's not like football where you're working out all the time. It's not like track where you're running all the time. And it's not like any of these other sports where you're just working all the time. Like you get to, especially, you learn, and then you work at your own pace, and you still have to really it's more of a mentalized game. So you're more just working with yourself and working with more like that aspect more so than physical, but you still have to work with physical. It's complicated, and I'll try and get all of that into the actual bowling stories video that will be coming out soon. But I want to give you guys a brief history of me with sports because somebody like me doesn't really play sports that much anymore. Want to tell you guys that I did one time play sports. And as far as watching sports goes, we'll get to that, and I'll touch on that, just so I can try and get this video to 10 minutes. But I never really got into watching, except for NASCAR. I never really got into watching sports much until about 2016. I could never follow them. I never watched them that often. My family did. I never really did until about 2016. I started watching football, and then basketball came in, and then hockey, and then baseball as well. All of them came in. So that eventually I was able to get into a liking of and actually be able to learn and follow the game and stuff. And that's been really interesting, fun to do. So I've been really happy about that. But again, guys, that's just my history with sports. What's your guys' history with sports? What sports do you guys play? What sports do you guys watch? What sports do you guys like? Who do you like? What do you like? What do you do? I want to know in the comment section down below. And I've got more stories coming out soon, but I want to hear maybe some story ideas you guys got, things might have done or you think I've done. I don't know. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.